Hello. I'm so happy to have my second video, and this is about creative writing. Okay, um, i-share ko po yung aking views, and I have also written a poem and some sensor imagery para po mas ma-express ko kung paano ginagawa at kung ano ba ang mga ito. This is actually the first module on the on creative writing for senior high school students. I hope nakikinig din yung mga students ko para mas maliwanagan kayo kung paano ba natin ina-express yung yung pagsulat natin, paano natin sinusulat para masasabi nating na-express natin yung or natatouch natin yung five senses ng mga nagbabasa, no, ng mga babasa ng ating mga isinulat, or whatever we have written should appeal to the five senses of the readers. Okay? So, what is creative writing? Ito nga yung definition ko ng creative writing. So, this is my own definition. For me, it is a channel to express my feelings, emotions, and opinions without being questioned as to the way I express them. Kasi di ba pag technical writing, you have to follow certain rules, and sabi nga natin is masyado siyang direct. Ako kasi ever since, ewan ko ba, talagang hindi ako na, hindi, parang hindi ko kayang maging direct to the point. It's parang sometimes sabi nga nila, creative writing daw is a way for us to express ourselves without being too bold, or without being too direct as to hurt somebody's feelings. Siguro yung parang mas matindi sana siya pag hindi pa creative yung ginawa natin. It's direct to the point. Pero mas nabibigyan siya ng, sabi natin, konting ganda, konting um, um, paraan para hindi naman ganun yung effect sa tao. Pero sabi nila yon. Pero para sa akin, no, creative writing just lets us express how we feel creatively, or in a more beautiful way, in a way that will be felt most by the readers. So through creative writing, I get to be myself, and parang walang rules. So nothing and nobody could stop me from it. And then, um, yan na rin yung mga definition ko, that yung sensory imagery or sensory image, ano ba dapat ito? So, ito ang pinakamahalaga actually sa creative writing. Kaya nga nasasabi natin creative, it's how we use the words to touch the feelings, or let the people, or these words will help us take the readers into the place, to a place where we want them to be. Kasi may imagine nila yung place na yon na sinasabi natin, or na gusto nating iparating mula sa ating mga sinusulat, at yung mga gusto nating maamoy nila, marinig nila, maramdaman nila, malasahan nila. So all those five senses, as much as possible, ay mas mabibigyan natin ng justice when it comes to creative writing. Mas magagamit natin siya dapat. So dapat ay, sabi nga nila, yung mga sumisikat na mga written works, yun yung mga ramdam na ramdam ng mga tao, at kitang-kita ng mga tao yung mga gustong iparating ng writer. So, yun ang mahalaga sa isang creative writer. And then, ito po yung aking This poem I have written months ago, I think. So, naisip kong i-share sa inyo para ipakita yung sensory imagery na ginamit ko sa tulang ito. But we first have to read this poem and then later on you will see. You look at the stars, but you won't see me there. My label is different, one you won't remember. Look at the city lights, all glowing and sparkling, but I am nowhere to be found. You think I am in hiding. You listen to the laughter of merry people passing by, but you don't hear me when I laugh or cry. You smell the scent that's never cheap. You get intoxicated and hypnotized. You choose what to see, you choose what to hear, you choose what to feel, you choose what to smell. But what you cannot choose, what you don't have power over, are the consequences. You'll be as helpless as the waves rushing to the shore or the flowers that dry up when the sun is high. You'll be as helpless as the birds that are prey to predators or the love that had been lost through lonesome times. You'll be like the youthfulness that had seen better days, and no matter how you want to, there is nothing you can do. So, look at the stars, but look at the rocks too. Love every single one, even those that don't love you. Life has its way of bouncing back. It really is not all about luck. Choose this day and choose well. What lies ahead, nobody can tell. Now, dun po sa tula na binasa ko, sa tulang ginawa ko, we will try to identify yung mga nag-appeal or um, tumulong, nakatulong para mas makita natin, maamoy natin, malasahan natin, marinig natin, at maramdaman natin yung gustong iparating nung author, which is ako nga po. So, yung ano yung gusto kong iparating sa inyo. So, I highlighted the sensory imagery that I have used here. So, ito po yung sense of sight muna tayo. So, you look at the stars, but you won't see me there. So, you look at the stars. So, syempre, di ba, pagka tumingin ka sa, parang na-imagine mo na yung stars. Look at the city lights. O, titingin ka naman sa city lights. Ano bang itsura ng city lights? Sinabi din dyan, all glowing and sparkling. So, from that, actually, these are just simple ways to describe or to let us visualize something. So, napakasimple nito. So, let us start from simple and perhaps doon magsisimula yung kakayanan natin para mas matinding imagery ang gagamitin natin. Ano po? So, yan. I hope nung ang gusto ko lang naman iparating noong sinulat ko to ay yung nga about sa title, choices, and consequences. Pero gusto kong maramdaman ninyo yon sa pamamagitan ng mm, yung mga salita ko na kung saan yung mga sinasabi ko, yung mga dinedescribe ko, nai-imagine nyo rin. So, nararamdaman nyo rin at parang nakakarating kayo at nakikita nyo rin yun. So, you listen to the laughter of merry people passing by. So, ako na-imagine ko naman nung sinulat ko yan na naririnig ko yung mga tawanan ng mga tao. Okay? And then you smell. Dito naman tayo sa, so yung listen na yon, syempre yung sa sense of hearing or auditory. And then, yung sa sense of smell, yan, you smell the scent that's never cheap. You get intoxicated and hypnotized. So, di ba may mga perfume, yung mga amoy na parang ang sarap amuyin na nakaka-hypnotize. Gustong-gusto mong amuyin. So, yon, I hope na naamoy din na parang na-imagine nyo yung gusto kong iparating doon. Ano? And then, dito naman yung sense of, actually, ito ay magkahalo eh. It's, mm, mas ano ito sa visual or the sense of sight. So, you'll be as helpless as the waves rushing to the shore. Kasi, yung feeling dito ay parang yung wala kang magagawa dahil yung waves rushing to the shore, 'di ba? Paano ba nagra-rush yung waves from the shore? So ibig sabihin yung sa dagat, yung alon, pag gano'n lang siya tapos parang wala kang magagawa kasi babalik at babalik siya. So parang helpless ka doon kung ano ka is wala kang magagawa, yun ang ibig sabihin. So ini-imagine natin ngayon yung waves, yung alon na tumatakbo, no? Na hindi natin alam actually kung paano yung takbo niya, 'di ba? Although alam natin na babalik at babalik siya, minsan pa rin biglang tinry ko yun nung bata ako. So I tried guessing if babalik na yung alon, yung parang parang mamaya-maya parang iba, parang hindi siya kaagad bumalik. So may times na hindi siya gano'n, hindi hindi natin nabibilang yung ilang seconds bago siya babalik sa atin. Okay? So, yun, kaya helpless ka kasi hindi mo nga alam kung kailan siya tatalsik ulit or mag-aalon ulit. Or the flowers that dry up when the sun is high. Mm. Wala tayong magagawa kapag sumikat ang araw, parang ganon. Talagang matutuyo yung mga halaman o yung mga bulaklak na nandyan kapag masyado ng mainit. Kaya nga dapat sinisilong natin or binibigyan natin ng shade yung mga flowers na hindi dapat paarawan ng masyado. So, ang gusto lang iparating dito, wala tayong magagawa kapag yung mga forces of nature, for example, like forces in our lives, ay nangyayari, wala tayong magagawa doon. Okay, so the next one, ito pa, paano pa? Nai-imagine nyo ba dito yung you'll be as helpless, so sense of sight din ito, birds that are prey to predators. Nai-imagine ko dito yung mga um, napapanood ko sa National Geographic na yung may mga ibon na kinakain or hinahunt ng mga hunters. O 'di ba, wala silang magagawa kapag na-hunt na sila ng mga hunters. So parang ganun din ang gustong iparating dito ng writer or gusto kong iparating nung sinulat ko 'yan. Or para ding love na nawala na lang dahil yun nagkasawaan na or may mga ang daming pinagdaanan so hindi na kaya nag-give up na lang. So parang gano'n, wala tayong choice, wala tayong kakayanan para i-stop yung mga gano'n. Or yung youthfulness na wala na. So ibig sabihin yung kabataan natin, wala tayong choice kasi lumilipas ang panahon, tumatanda tayo. Parang ako, naisip ko lang noon, parang kailan lang. So ngayon ay 25 years old na ako, parang kailan lang. Anyway, that is a joke. So it means that um, yung mga choices natin, ang mga choices kasi is definite, pero yung consequences, hindi natin alam kung ano-ano. Okay? So, sabi nga, look at the stars. Again, sinabihan tayo na tumingin sa stars para imaginein mo yung stars. Pero tingnan mo rin yung mga bato. So, alam mo naman kung anong nararamdaman mo pag tiningnan mo yung stars, tiningnan mo yung bato. And then, isa din ito, bouncing back. So, parang bola. Imagine mo yung bola na nagba-bounce back. So, yun ang gustong iparating ko na ang buhay ay parang ganon sa bolang iyon. So, sana ma-imagine nyo rin yung bola at ma-connect nyo ito sa buhay. Okay. So, natapos na yung tulang, natapos na nating i-identify mula doon sa choices and consequences na tula na ginawa ko, yung mga sensory imagery. So, sana nakatulong sa inyo yon. Now, to give you a detailed example or to give you detailed examples of the sensory imagery using the different senses, yan, may ginawa ulit ako. So, basahin natin at ito ay mas focus lang siya doon sa certain sense na like sense of sight. I looked at his eager face and saw the sparkle in his eyes as I reached out and gently pulled him to me. He leaned on my strong shoulder, wrapped his baby arms around my firm neck, and seemed to enjoy the warmth that belongs to him from the first time I conceived him to the very last day that I could hold him like this. Now, I wish it could be far longer than forever. So yon, I hope this example took you to the to the to the vision that made you see this certain event, this certain situation. No, sana ma-imagine ninyo yung nangyayari dito. Na actually, ang inspiration ko nung sinulat ko yan is yung aking baby. So yung baby ko, yung babies ko actually, I have twin boys. So ganito yung nararamdaman ko every time na nagpapakarga sila sa akin. So every time they want me to hug them like that. So yun yun. So sana naramdaman nyo rin yun at nakita ninyo. Okay? Next one is the sense of smell. Each rainy day, I enjoy inhaling the smell of sweet earth mixed with the bathing it gets after being dry for quite a while. It is like the smell of popcorn that mom used to cook us when we go movie watching on Friday nights, or the smell of Angel's Breath cologne that I enjoyed using when I was a teenager. No wonder why I love it when it rains. It brings back fond memories I wouldn't want to forget. Ito naman po, I made this. This is actually a fiction. So, inimagine ko lang itong isang bata na, no, isang young lady na nag-reminisce, no, at bakit siya nag-start mag-reminisce kasi noong umulan at naamoy niya ulit yung mm, alam niyo ba yun, yung pag umuulan, yung amoy ng lupa, 'di ba? Ako gustong-gusto ko yung amoy na yun kasi parang yun nga, gano'n ang nararamdaman ko. Parang bumabalik ako dun sa panahon na bata pa ako, 'no, tapos, parang, kasi paborito ko din yung popcorn, 'no, nagluluto kami ng popcorn habang nanonood ng, movie. So, alam niyo ba yung pagluto namin ng popcorn, yung, sa kaserola lang, shake siya, tapos nilalagyan ng mantika, tapos yung may popcorn na kami, lalagyan na namin ng konting salt. So yun, at saka yung Angel's Breath cologne, kasi yun yung cologne nung panahon namin, no? No parang parang nostalgic, no? Parang yung smell ng rain, no? Lalo na pag tuyong-tuyo na yung lupa. Sabi ng matatanda at sabi ng mga naniniwala sa ganun is masama daw amuyin yun. Pero me, gustong-gusto ko yung amoy na yun. Yun nga, nostalgic siya sa akin. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa sense of smell. Dito naman tayo sa sense of hearing. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. I couldn't stop looking at the clock. Lub-dub, 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 as my heart is uncontrollable in its own rage. Shh, shh, shh. Even the room's air conditioner seems to make me more aware of its existence. Miss, you have passed the test. Congratulations. Then I heard the firecrackers simultaneously enjoying their own feast. So, kakagawa ko lang actually ito before I launched this video, made this video. So, I was thinking of this time, uh, yung time na may hinihintay tayo. No, as for this, sa case ng naisulat ko dito ay parang naghihintay siya ng resulta ng something, no? Parang exam or test. No, sabi natin is naranasan ko ito nung nag-a-apply ako ng work. No, no, I took the test. Grabe kasi yung test nila. So, I took a test sa isang bank. Bank actually hindi talaga no, hindi ko talaga gustong magtrabaho before yung idea ng pagtatrabaho sa bank never appealed to me. So, but then I took this opportunity that I had that time and I applied sa PS Bank. So, nung time na yon habang nagte-test ako, parang naririnig, habang naghihintay ako ng result, kasi sobrang hirap nung test at grabe yung time pressure, um, parang naririnig ko yung lahat sa paligid ko, pati yung tunog ng orasan. Kaya nga yun, tsaka yung heartbeat ko, tsaka yung air conditioner. No? Ganun daw yun eh. Parang pag meron kang you are really aware of everything around you w- when you are really at the moment na parang in the moment that you are trying to wait for something to happen. So yun. And then, nung sinabi nga na nakapasa siya, yun, firecrackers na sabay-sabay na nagpuputukan na parang may fiesta. So I hope noong sinulat ko to, naramdaman nyo ba yun? Narinig nyo rin ba yun? Parang nadala ba kayo doon? Nadala ko ba kayo doon sa lugar na gusto kong makita nyo at gusto kong marating ninyo? So ganun yun eh. So yun ang use nitong mga sensory imagery. So we are done with sense of hearing. Dito naman tayo sa sense of taste. The bitter sweetness of the tears that roll down my cheeks and into my pursed lips is like poison to my own existence. It reminds me of those days when I had mistaken something sweet to be so bitter that after letting it touch my tongue and send those signal that is not appealing, I spit it out. The longer it stays in my mouth, the more it makes me regret tasting it. So, okay. Sorry, I made this before I took this video. So may nakita akong typo error. So let me do it. So let me check the typo error. Sense of taste. It should be. Gusto ko rin makita ninyo ito. A writer is usually like this. So we are not perfect. We make mistakes. Alam nyo ba yung minsan, sorry, maagang-maaga kasi ako nagvi-video, so wala pa akong nakakain, actually hindi pa ako nakakainom. And then, so I feel this something. Now here, makikita natin, it touched my pursed lips, and it's just rolled on my teeth. It touched my tongue, so it should be past tense too. Sorry. It should be also past tense because past tense itong nandito. No? Yung gusto kong iparating ay nasa past tense. And send it at the sweet to be so bitter that it after letting it oh no, di pala pwede. Dapat na I had mistaken something sweet to be so bitter after letting it touch my tongue and send those signals that, so madami kasi those that are not appealing. Ang hirap pala maggawa ng video na agad-agad. Kasi naisip ko, kailangan na to ng mga students ko. So, kailangan ko na siyang gawin. Signals that are not appealing, I spit it out. So, okay lang na hindi siya past ito kasi nandito naman tayo sa like, though the bittersweetness of the tears that roll down my cheeks and into my pursed lips is like poison to my own existence. It reminds bittersweetness that roll down my cheeks and into my pursed lips like poison to my own existence. So actually, yung the previous kinukwento niya dito yung previous experience niya. So yung previous experience is past, pero yung pagkukwento niya is present. So tama lang na it reminds me, kasi until now, it reminds her, or ako nga yung writer, it reminds me. So dapat, alam niyo yung pagsusulat kasi, dapat parang kinukwento mo rin siya sa sarili mo kasi para maano mo, na dapat consistent yung mga tenses na ginagamit mo sa gusto mong iparating. No? So, in this case, it reminds me, kasi hanggang ngayon nire-remind pa rin naman ako, of those days when I had mistaken something to be so bitter that after letting it touch my tongue and send those signals that are not appealing, I spit. So, it reminds me of Those days when I had mistaken something sweet to be so bitter that after letting it out, my touch and send those signals that are not appealing, I spit it out. So, kaya singular din siya kasi I am talking here of this. Isa lang siya. Something sweet, which is something sweet to be so bitter. So, isa lang naman yon. So, kaya I spit it out. Yun din yung ini-spit out ko. So, the longer it stays in my mouth, the more it makes me regret tasting it. So, this is perfect already. You see, it is very important to edit, to sabi natin is to review what you have written. So, pero, alam nyo, sabi nga nila is experience is the best teacher. Ako sa pagsusulat ko, ilang years na, may mga times na, may mga times na na-post ko na, and then na-realize ko na parang mali. So, I edit it kahit na nakapost na siya. Ganun lang. Tao lang tayo nagkakamali. No? So, mas maganda pag na-realize natin na nagkamali tayo at naitatama natin. Kesa naman sa in denial tayo na nagkamali tayo, hindi ako mali, tama ako, ganun. So, you will not learn from that. Okay? So, thumbs up tong ganito, huwag kayong magkakaroon ng attitude na ayaw nyong itama ang mali nyo or yung pride na, mm, ito na yung nasulat ko, paninindigan ko na to. So, you could always, kaya nga creative tayo eh, you could always use something creative to back up whatever you are feeling right now. So if you are feeling regret, like you regret what you have done, do it. Write about it. You know, yan ang ating edge as creative writers. Actually, kahit sinong writers, pwede naman ganun. No, sa tao lang tayo. Okay, sense of touch or yung feeling, ginawa ko naman siyang parang free verse. The love I have for you warms my very soul. It sends tingles in every part of me that I could not control. The love I have for you hugs me through the night. It gives me joy that lights me up, makes my spirit take flight. Oh, kagagawa ko lang din yan. Mm, bago ko ginawa itong video na ito, as in kagagawa ko yan. So actually, siguro mga 20 minutes ago. I'm really inspired to write, especially if nararamdaman ko yung emotions na gusto kong ilagay doon sa sinulat ko, no? So, mm, mahalaga na ang isang sinulat natin ay nararamdaman nung nagbabasa. I can compare that with sa isang with a song na kinanta ng isang singer. So, 'di ba, ang lahat ng singers may mga sarili silang estilo ng pagkanta. But you know what? Iba ang dating sa akin ng pagkanta ng katulad ni Lea Salonga. Why? Ikukumpara mo siya dun sa mga nagbibirit ngayon, yung birit ng birit, yung taas-taas ng boses lagi, no? Hindi ko nararamdaman yung emotions eh. Kasi ang nararamdaman ko, yung kagustuhan nila na iparating yun na magaling silang bumirit. Sorry lang po. So I don't mean anything by that. This is my opinion na iba yung pagkanta ng mga creative singers, no? Yun ka, sabi ko kung may creative writer, may creative singers para sa akin eh. Kasi yung creative singers, they are able to make you feel the emotions or the five senses na dapat maramdaman din natin bilang tagapakinig ng kanilang mga awit o mga tugtugin. So, ang pinaka-idol ko talaga dyan is si Miss Lea Salonga, no? Kaya nga naalala ko yung sinabi niya na hindi siya ganun katulad ng ibang singers na birit ng birit. Inaalagaan niya yung boses niya. At totoo lang, mas ramdam ko yung emotions pag kumakanta si Miss Lea Salonga. Okay? So, to top this all, balik tayo doon. Creative writing is really a magic. It's really a great thing para sa akin. And I thank you all for your time, no, na nakinig kayo, na pinanood ninyo itong presentation na ginawa ko, no, napaka, sabi natin is unedited, lahat na. Sorry. So, I just want to be natural. Alam niyo ba, hindi din ako mahilig gumawa ng mga notes kung ano yung mga sasabihin ko kasi, ah, parang feeling ko hindi na ako yun 'pag naggagawa ako ng mga notes. I am not being natural, and when I'm not natural, I'm not creative. Yun ang ramdam ko. So, thank you so much. So, sana natulungan ko kayo na mas, um, um, maliwanagan or malaman ninyo kung paano ba sinusulat yung, sensory imagery na, sa mga paraan na naipakita ko sa inyo or yung, aking mga examples. Until next time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully share. Thank you.